Hello and welcome to TVC News. The feed the stories tonight will be taking the flashback. But first, let's go with today's news. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has affirmed Yahaya Bello as the duly elected governor of Kogi State. This judgment gives credence to the ruling made by the Kogi State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. TVC News judiciary correspondent Celestina Area has details.
Election petitions are sui generis and must be decided within a specific period of time. In any litigation before any court of competent jurisdiction in Nigeria, he who asserts must prove. These were the submissions of a 5-member panel of the Justices of the Court of Appeal as they unanimously dismissed 4 appeals challenging the election of Yahaya Bello as governor of Kogi State. First appeal decided on is that filed by the Action People's Party. In a unanimous judgment delivered by Justice Mohammed Shaibu, the court affirmed the decision of the tribunal but dismissed their petition. The APP in its appeal claimed that INEC unlawfully excluded them from the 2019 governorship election in Kogi State. Justice Shaibu awarded a cost of 100,000 naira against the appellant. Next was the appeal filed by the Democratic People's Party. The court held that the appellant failed to prove that there was a valid nomination of their candidate and unlawful exclusion by INEC. The appeal filed by the Social Democratic Party and its governorship candidate Natasha Akpoti followed suit. The court held that the appellant failed to prove alleged irregularities, intimidation, malpractice, and other corrupt practices in the said election. Lastly, the appeal filed by Musa Wada and the People's Democratic Party. In the unanimous judgment, the court held that the appellant failed to prove an alleged case of malpractice and overvoting. The court went further to award a cost of 100,000 naira against the appellant to be paid to each of the 3 respondents.
The election was free and fair, and we are happy that the appeal court has reconfirmed that. I think my suggestion or advice to the PDP, they should just accept the fact that God has anointed Governor Yahaya Bello to govern Kogi State for the next 4 years. I think the better they realize that, the better for the judiciary, because they are wasting the time of the judiciary by coming to court. So we are very delighted, we are very happy. You can see all of us are here. We are happy because they have reconfirmed the victory. The election was free and fair, and that explains why they have frequently said we should go home and rejoice.
The petitioners have 3 grounds: the abandoned non-compliance and the issue of corrupt practices. And their case of multiple tone printing and forensic analysis is based on corrupt practices. Having abandoned it, the court rightly held that they can't go back and use those facts to prove the issue of majority of lawful votes. Their case was restricted to overvoting and alteration, and the court in the main found that they just dumped documents on the trial tribunal, expecting the court to tie their documents and didn't bring the appropriate witnesses to substantiate their case. In the main, the whole appeal was struck out, and we are very grateful with the outcome.
Even though we are bound by the judgment, our clients are not satisfied with the judgment and have right away instructed us to get a copy of the judgment and proceed on appeal to the Supreme Court, and will undertake their instructions.
The first and second respondent counsel raised preliminary objection against the 22 grounds of appeal filed by the Democratic People's Party, and the Court of Appeal has resolved that issue in our favor. The only area that we lost the case was that we did not prove valid nomination. So now it is the Supreme Court of Nigeria now that will determine whether, if it is INEC that determines valid nomination, or it is the political party that determines valid nomination.
With this judgment delivered, the issues of who pilots the affairs of Kogi State brought before the Court of Appeal has been laid to rest. Some of the appellants are saying that they will explore their options in law by filing an appeal to the Supreme Court after they've received a copy of the judgment. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.